We now head to Fox 13's Matthew Smith in Everett.
Now, Matt, the king tides brought a lot of water into Everett, but what were some of the effects up your way?
Well, Brian, Jimmy, I tell you what, just a whole lot of water making it to the lowland areas here in Everett. So I'm standing on Smith Island, and this area dips underneath the train tracks. You can see we've got a sign up here that says 9 foot 8 inches. I'm told at one point they were able to estimate that the water was at 6 foot. And I know reporter Guy in his waders, but you can see people are right behind us. But this section is so important because people have to drive through here to get to work, and a lot of people actually got trapped on that side of Smith Island. The only way to get up and over would be the train tracks, but oh, by the way, there was basically a river running through this area. I talked to some of the people who work in the shipyards in this area. Some of them say that they know people who worked here 20 years and never seen anything like this.
I don't think I've ever seen a flood through here.
Rain paired with extremely high tides creating chaos in low-lying areas in Everett.
We use our dinghy to get to higher ground. So we've never been trapped in here.
This woman and her husband were cut off after the floods. We're talking by phone because the marina this sign points to is impossible to drive to. The road is roughly 6 feet underwater.
I was flowing like a river earlier.
We didn't think it was going to be quite that bad. When we come into work, we kind of waded through it. Then it just kept on coming, and all our equipment started floating.
Bob Savoy works at Hanson Boat Company. He tells me just around the corner, a dike washed out.
I don't even know how to estimate how many gallons of water were probably coming over that dike this morning.
This wasn't a one-off event, though. We saw flooding in other spots like Mukilteo. Now, these are king tides, the highest we get each year. Thanks to sea level rise, they're taller nowadays than they would have been decades ago.
They're kind of a window into what tomorrow's normal high tides might be.
In fact, scientists watch especially close on days like this because the impacts and effects of these tides give them an idea of what we need to adapt to.
It's a chance to see what we should be planning for, especially when we're thinking about infrastructure that is going to be around for decades.
We still got some guys in there.
For now, today's impact is clear. Savoy said the Hanson Boat Company flooded, and some of his coworkers felt the impact with their cars.
That car you see there, that black car, that water was up to the steering wheel inside that car.
Well, obviously, the water is starting to recede, and you can see that we've got workers out here trying to pump this water out so those cars can get to and from the area. But just like that black car, a lot of these were actually covered by water, and it's unclear how many of them are actually going to be able to fire up those engines, get the engine block to turn over. This could be a devastating day for a lot of individuals. And again, it's not just here. We saw flooding in Mukilteo, and we heard about the situation in Snohomish County with Public Works. They're trash. They're having issues out there. One thing I want to note, though, we are trying to get help for the researchers. So online at fox13seattle.com, you can actually connect with the researchers. If you took pictures at the peak of king tides, they want those pictures from you. There's actually a website and an app. You can upload it. It will help them understand how they prevent the worst of the worst happening when we have those bad future floods that we all know will be coming. For now, we're live in Everett. Matthew Smith, Fox 13 News.